to the breakfast show. It's a summer of sport coming up, and as you can see, we have some sushi making equipment here, which we're going to get to in just a moment. But first, we need to properly introduce our guest, Kadina Coxobi, four-time Paralympic gold medalist. It's great to have you with us.
Thank you.
And I'm looking forward to why we've got all this kit in front of you in a moment. But before we get to that, I mean, how excited are you that we've got the Olympics and the Paralympics round the corner? Or are you filled with nerves and apprehension? You don't look it. You're looking very relaxed this morning.
I'm glad I look that way because I don't feel like... we literally had a conversation yesterday about the fact that next week we'll be into single digits away from the Paralympics, which is stressful. I feel like the time's just running out. But, you know, it'll be fun. Once we get there, I'm really excited. But right now, I'm like, OK, I need more time to train.
So I can believe that. I mean, the training routines you guys all go through is completely nuts. And equally as important is the nutrition. So tell us about what the daily diet is and are there aspects that we could be doing? We could be Olympians, at least, based on what we eat? Nothing else?
You could. You definitely
would.
Yeah, I'll give you that this morning. No, it is, like, important to have variety in your diet. I think there was some research done by Yutaka, and it saw that there was, like, 23% of us that don't have any variety in our diet, and that really impacts like your nutrition, like your gut health. And like for me, like I'm pescatarian, but I need to make sure, you know, I'm getting enough iron-rich foods, like I'm having enough protein, I'm having enough like carbohydrates to be able to fuel my training. So it's so important to have that little bit of variety. Your gut will like the happy stuff in your gut will really like appreciate it. And yeah, obviously it allows you to do some great training if you want to be an Olympian.
And well, there we go. I can pretend. So, and sushi is something that's very high on your list for obviously enjoyment, but nutrition. And a lot of us would think it's a harder thing to do at home. I know Mari doesn't, by the way. Mari just told us in the break that she makes
just humble flex.
Okay. I don't even need to teach you.
Yeah, exactly. You can have a very, very expert critic.
No,
You're going to show us how we could do this at home?
Yeah, actually, I feel like everyone thinks sushi's really, really complicated. I did until I first made it. But like sushi, I'm pescatarian, so like, yeah, having like, you know, fish, like different fishes, variety of fishes, like oily fishes, like a bit more meaty fishes. And you can just play around with sushi. Like you can literally put whatever you want in it, which I think is super fun.
Go on then, Mari.
No. You're going to show me.
I want to see how you do it.
So I'm like, OK, so we have to wet our hands.
Okay.
So your hands are like a little bit moist so you don't get like the rice stuck to you because it is sticky sushi rice. And then you do just want to like spread it out.
So it's important, isn't it, not to buy normal rice? You have to buy sushi rice.
Yeah, so you have to have the sushi rice, which is like sticky, as you can see, which is why we have to make sure our hands are wet so it doesn't stick to your hands. And also make sure you don't go like crazy and put like loads of rice because then you have a really, really chunky like roll and it doesn't look so pretty.
Well, you say that though, but I'm often hungry after I've had sushi.
Really?
Yeah.
I think men always say that.
But why? Do you think we're lying? I mean.
I think you're twice my height, to be fair. So you probably need more
but that's
food,
my
you know
point.
what I mean?
I mean, I use your comment about don't put too much rice in it, but I oddly it fills me up while I'm eating it, but quite soon after. I mean, but I guess you obviously
depends
know all
on the type of sushi that you're having, because you can have like I think it's the nigiri, where it's just like the rice and then you've got like the meat over the top, the fish over the top. That's going to give you a bit more rice and a bit more carbohydrates. There's ways. Method to the madness.
Oh, I'm sure. And so will you have sushi a lot every day or not that often?
So I like to play around with sushi, like on a weekend when I've got a bit more time, or if I've got people coming round, like just you know, something a little bit exciting. It makes it seem like I can actually like really, really cook.
It looks like
I mean, I know, like...
It's kind of telling that Mari has decided not to do this at the same time.
No,
I think
I'm
it's an
genuinely
admission
curious.
that you know,
I just
Mari
love this,
says
like,
she does it a lot at home. I'm not, you know...
I can send you some pictures.
It is so fun to do. So I'm going to, like... So you leave a gap at the top for the end bit. And I'm going to... We've only got cucumbers, so I'm going to pretend we've got 3 fill-ins. So I put some little cucumbers in the middle. And then you literally just, like, take this, I don't even know what the mat's called, but, like, the rolling mat, and you just, like, roll it over. stay in there, little cucumbers. And then you have to just give it a good squeeze, just to kind of shape it a little bit. And that should stay
You are making
nicely.
it look plausible that I could do this, but I
I'm-
also have...
Your Olympic dreams are just edging ever closer. You know that town planning used to be an Olympic sport, as did watercolours. I feel as though maybe that's kind of where we could kind of position you. We could bring it back.
I'm not sure either of those would be
Oh, no, the
plausible
watercolours,
either.
no?
No,
Okay.
I think it would be tricky.
Okay,
But
so-
Kadina, whilst... Oh, sorry, go, Mark.
As an athlete then, so people always, there's all these myths, aren't there, around, being healthy is 90% diet, 10% exercise, it's 70% diet, 30% exercise. There's all these different myths. What do you find is the best, kind of most important balance in terms of what's more important, eating really, really well, exercising well, or, what's the kind of proportion, as it were?
Obviously, exercising is important. I say that as an athlete. Little sushi roll.
Beautiful.
Well
It's
done.
not too bad.
Twist it for the camera there. There we go. They can see it.
But yeah, so I think it is important, obviously, to eat well. Like, it is, like, really is, like, so much about diet. Like, I would probably go more, like, 70-30.
Okay.
It's important to do the exercise, like, to be able to, like, tone your body, keep your body healthy, keep your heart healthy. There's obviously loads of benefits to doing physical activity, whether that's, your mental health or your physical health. But you want to make sure you're moving. But, like, diet, in terms of, like, I know if you're looking at weight loss or if you're just looking at, having a healthy gut, having a healthy body, like, the things that you put into your body is so important. Yeah, I'd say it is quite a lot diet, but obviously I say do as much exercise as you can.
And Kadina, we're sadly pretty much out of time, but remind us, when does the Paralympics start?
So it starts, I think, on the 28th of September. Oh, no, that's the lie. 28th of August. I compete on the 29th of August. That's when I officially start. But yeah, it's kind of end of August, like into September. And it should be super exciting and everyone should watch because it's going to be amazing.
It will be super exciting, and I guess the end is in sight for the gruelling training and eating regime, and we wish you the very best of luck
Thank
to
you
add
so
to
much.
those four,
can we try-
four
can I try a
gold
bit of-
medals. Yeah, we're going to try it before we
Do you
go.
want a bit?
Probably just
You're
need to slim it. I mean,
literally
Gareth's
trusting,
quite
like-
greedy. Just
We've
given the
spent
whole
all
thing.
morning looking at food, and none of it's come this end of the desk. That's
Nobody
Gareth's
likes
getting
you.
hangry now.
the raw carrots. I've sat there for 10 minutes and looked at them.
The soy sauce there as well.
A little bit of soy, yeah?
Yeah,
Let's get the soy.
Yeah, the soy, the
Should we
soy
put the
rather
soy
than the water.
between us.
Put it between you. Be happy with.
There we go. Let's get a good dip.
One of the first rules of television is don't eat on television, but I'm happy to scrap them.
I
Well,
don't
as long
know
as
about
it's a
that.
break next.
Oh,
we
that's
haven't got
fine.
So
too
I will
much.
pass
We can-
over my lovely.
Olympic sushi. The branding.
After you.
Perfect, bless you.
We're Olympians right now. No, not for eating it.
It's Olympic breakfast.
You've made a mess.
Oh, you dribbled it.
It's impossible not to make a mess with soy sauce. Come on.
Yeah.
Not according to Wilfred Frost.
Kadina, thank you so much.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
We'll be right back.